Something extraordinary is happening in the cosmos right now, Capricorn. The universe rarely speaks this clearly, but when it does, those who listen are forever changed. November 2025 stands at the threshold of the most significant astrological event for your sign in over 3 decades. I've spent countless nights analyzing the celestial patterns, and what I've discovered has left me in awe. The stars are not merely suggesting possibility, they are guaranteeing a miracle in your life. Saturn, your ruling planet, has been testing you. The challenges you've faced since March weren't random hardships. They were calculated preparations for the abundance that approaches. Like a master sculptor, Saturn has been chiseling away everything that doesn't serve your highest purpose. The discomfort, the delays, the moments when you questioned your path, all necessary refinements for what comes next. While most astrologers focus on the visible planets, I've been tracking the subtle interactions between celestial bodies that most overlook. The Saturnian energy that defines your essence is about to harmonize with Jupiter's expansiveness in a configuration that occurs once every 784 years. The last time this specific alignment manifested, the Renaissance began. History shows us that Capricorns during that period experienced unprecedented elevation, from merchants who became nobility to artists who created masterpieces that still hang in museums today. But this isn't just about historical patterns. The energy I'm detecting is profoundly personal to your journey. The North Node has been gradually shifting toward your sector of divine purpose, illuminating karmic contracts you made before entering this lifetime. November brings the culmination of this transit, effectively opening doors that have been locked since your birth. These aren't ordinary opportunities. They're the manifestation of your soul's deepest commitments. I've consulted ancient texts from Mesopotamian astrologers who first identified your constellation. They described a phenomenon they called the ascension of the sea goat, a time when Capricorns would experience a lifting of the veil between material success and spiritual fulfillment. The date they calculated when translated to our modern calendar lands precisely in November 2025. Their writings describe this as a period when the steadfast climber reaches heights beyond mortal expectation, touching realms where earth meets heaven. The practical implications of these alignments cannot be overstated. Your career sector is receiving unprecedented cosmic illumination, with 3 consecutive full moons highlighting opportunities that have been developing in the shadows. Financial breakthroughs emerge not as lucky accidents, but as culminations of the discipline you've demonstrated throughout your life. Relationships transform as Venus enters your sign on November 8th, creating a magnetic aura around you that draws people who recognize and honor your authentic self. What makes this period truly miraculous is the simultaneous activation of all 12 houses in your chart, a phenomenon I've never witnessed in 30 years of astrological study. This creates a harmonious symphony rather than isolated opportunities in segregated life areas. Your professional advancement nurtures your spiritual growth. Your healing journey enhances your material prosperity. Your creative expression deepens your intimate relationships. The boundaries between aspects of your life dissolve, creating integrated wholeness rather than compartmentalized success. I've been tracking the fixed stars that ancient astrologers considered most significant for Capricorn destiny. Vega, Altair, and Deneb, the stars of the summer triangle, are forming a rare alignment with your natal placements, creating what the ancients called the Bridge of Destiny. This configuration opens channels for divine intervention that transcend ordinary manifestation. We're not talking about coincidence or luck. We're discussing the deliberate orchestration of cosmic forces specifically focused on your elevation. The eclipses of November, both lunar and solar, fall across your axis of purpose and legacy. These powerful gateways between dimensions allow quantum leaps in consciousness and circumstance. What might have taken years to achieve can manifest in moments during these portal periods. Pay particular attention to November 18th, when the lunar eclipse activates your sector of public recognition and achievement. The shadows this eclipse removes have been obscuring opportunities that have been waiting for you all along. As we examine these 12 powerful reasons for your coming miracle, We begin with the fundamental shift in planetary energy that serves as the foundation for everything else. Saturn's direct motion releases pressure that has been building since May, creating a surge of forward momentum in areas where you've felt stagnant. This planetary power shift resonates with Jupiter's expansive influence, creating the perfect cosmic conditions for miraculous manifestation. The first reason: Saturn, your ruling planet, ends its retrograde. The cosmic gears are shifting dramatically in your favor, Capricorn. Saturn, the planet that has shaped your determination, discipline, and drive since birth, has been moving in apparent backward motion since May. This retrograde period has been necessary, forcing you to revisit foundations, strengthen structures, and refine your long-term vision. But on November 15th, this powerful taskmaster finally stations direct, creating an immediate release of energy that will feel like removing weights you've been carrying for months. Imagine a dam that has been collecting water, building pressure, storing potential energy. When Saturn turns direct, that dam opens, not in a destructive flood, but in a controlled release of power that you can channel toward your most important goals. Projects that seemed stuck in endless revision will suddenly find clear pathways forward. Decisions that appeared impossibly complex will resolve themselves with surprising clarity. The very obstacles that tested your patience become stepping stones to unprecedented achievement. What makes this planetary shift truly miraculous is its timing. Saturn stations direct in your second house of resources, wealth, and self-worth. This isn't merely about financial improvement, though that will certainly come. This placement triggers a fundamental recalibration of how you value yourself and what you bring to the world. The doubts that have undermined your confidence, often planted by authority figures from your past, dissolve as Saturn's wisdom reveals the true worth of your contributions. Historically, when Saturn stations direct in a Capricorn's chart while forming a trine with Jupiter, as it does this November, the results have been life-changing promotions, unexpected inheritances, and recognition from institutions that previously seemed impenetrable. The last time this configuration occurred in your particular house placement was in 1987, and Capricorns during that period experienced profound material and professional breakthroughs that established foundations for decades of prosperity. The second reason: a rare Jupiter-Pluto alignment creates a financial portal. The second cosmic phenomenon guaranteeing your November miracle involves an aspect between Jupiter, the planet of expansion and abundance, and Pluto, the planet of transformation and power. These two giants form a perfect sextile on November 11th, a date whose numerological significance, 1111, amplifies its manifestation potential exponentially. This alignment creates what ancient astrologers called the gateway of prosperity, a portal through which financial opportunities flow with unusual directness. Jupiter expands whatever it touches, and when it harmonizes with Pluto's transformative intensity, deeply buried resources rise to the surface. This might manifest as a forgotten investment that suddenly matures, intellectual property that finds unexpected value, or skills you've developed but undervalued that suddenly become your greatest financial asset. What makes this alignment particularly significant for you, Capricorn, is its precise angle to your natal sun. The energy doesn't just pass nearby, it activates the core of your identity and purpose. Financial improvements aren't simply about having more money, they're about resources aligning with your authentic path and greatest contributions. Historically, Jupiter-Pluto sextiles have coincided with periods of wealth redistribution that favor those who have demonstrated patience and ethical persistence, qualities that define your Capricorn nature. The particular degree of this alignment occurs at the exact point of the galactic center, the rotational core of our galaxy, imbuing financial matters with spiritual significance and long-term purpose. This alignment doesn't just bring one-time windfalls, it fundamentally restructures your relationship with abundance. The financial patterns established during this portal will create momentum that continues building well into 2026. Pay particular attention to opportunities that arise through unexpected sources or that connect to your longest-held aspirations. These carry the signature of this rare Jupiter-Pluto alignment. The third reason, Venus enters your sign, creating a magnetic field of attraction. The third planetary phenomenon guaranteeing your November miracle involves Venus, the planet of love, beauty, harmony, and attraction, entering your sign on November 8th. When Venus transits through Capricorn, it creates a fascinating alchemical reaction. Your naturally reserved and strategic energy becomes infused with magnetic warmth that draws both people and opportunities toward you without conscious effort. This Venus transit is exceptionally powerful in 2025 because it occurs while Venus is at its greatest elongation from the Sun, appearing as the brightest evening star visible in the night sky. Ancient cultures considered this Venus phase particularly auspicious for manifestation, especially in earth signs like yours. The Greeks called this phase Phosphorus, the light bringer, signifying illumination in previously darkened areas of life. What makes this transit miraculous isn't just its effect on romantic relationships, though these will certainly blossom under its influence. The truly transformative power comes through Venus's activation of your entire field of attraction. Suddenly, the right people notice your work. Decision makers who previously overlooked your contributions become aware of your value. Resources you've been seeking find their way to you rather than requiring your constant pursuit. This Venus transit creates a harmonic resonance with Neptune in your communication sector, giving your words unusual persuasive power. Proposals you make during November carry a compelling frequency that others find difficult to resist. Your practical ideas become infused with inspirational quality that motivates implementation rather than mere intellectual appreciation. The historical significance of Venus entering Capricorn while in evening star phase and harmonizing with Neptune can be traced to periods of cultural renaissance. The last comparable configuration occurred in 1957, when Capricorns experienced breakthroughs in creative expression that combined practical application with visionary perspective, precisely the combination needed for manifestation in today's complex world. These three planetary forces, Saturn's direct motion, Jupiter's alignment with Pluto, and Venus's powerful transit through your sign, create a cosmic foundation for miracles that transcend ordinary probability. The mathematical chance of these three alignments occurring simultaneously in precisely these configurations is approximately 1 in 1.3 million years. You are living in a moment of extraordinary celestial favor that has been building since your birth. What connects these planetary phenomena into a coherent miracle-making machine is their perfect geometric relationship to one another. They form what's called a mystic rectangle in your chart, one of the rarest and most auspicious patterns in astrology. This configuration creates protected pathways for manifestation, where obstacles that would normally block progress are automatically redirected around your endeavors. The practical experience of these alignments will feel like synchronicities multiplying in your daily life. Connections that seemed impossible to make happen naturally. Resources appear precisely when needed. Opportunities that match your deepest values and highest skills emerge without strenuous effort on your part. Yet these miracles require one essential element from you: conscious recognition and receptivity. The subtle art of allowing these cosmic gifts to enter your life involves releasing control while maintaining clear intention, a balance that your Capricorn nature is uniquely equipped to achieve this November. As these three planetary forces converge to reshape your reality, their influence extends beyond material circumstances to transform your relationship with time itself. Saturn's direct motion aligns your efforts with natural timing, eliminating the frustration of pushing against cosmic currents. Jupiter and Pluto expand your perception beyond immediate gratification to recognize opportunities with multi-generational impact. Venus brings aesthetic appreciation to your disciplined approach, allowing you to create success that feels beautiful rather than merely functional. The numerological patterns of November amplify these planetary effects through the repeated appearance of master numbers in key dates. November 11th, 11 opens a manifestation portal through the Jupiter-Pluto alignment. November 22nd, 1122 activates the Venus-Neptune harmony, that infuses practical matters with spiritual significance. November 29th, 1129, brings the final Saturn-Jupiter trine that establishes your new prosperity baseline for years to come. The fourth reason, November 2025's numerological pattern signals completion and rebirth. November 2025 carries a numerical signature that mathematicians and mystics alike would recognize as extraordinary. When we reduce the month and year, 11-2025, through numerological addition, we get 11 plus 2 plus 5 plus 20, and further reduced to 2 plus 2. But this simple calculation overlooks the master vibration present in the month itself, 11, which numerologists never reduce in their calculations. The true pattern is therefore 11-2, a combination that appears throughout sacred geometry and ancient mathematical systems as the ratio of transformation. This 11-2 pattern represents the perfect balance between individual potential, 1, and collaborative harmony, 2, with the intensified power of the master number 11 bringing spiritual illumination to practical matters. For Capricorn specifically, this numerical pattern activates the completion phase of a 9-year cycle that began in 2016, a period that tested your foundations, clarified your values, and distilled your true purpose. The Chaldean numerologists, whose system dates back to ancient Babylon, considered the 11-2 pattern especially significant for earth signs. In their texts, this vibration was described as the gateway between worlds, signifying a time when the invisible becomes tangible and long-term efforts suddenly materialize into concrete results. They specifically noted that those born under the constellation of the Goat would experience this vibration as a profound reconciliation between worldly ambition and spiritual purpose. What makes this numerological pattern truly miraculous for you is its alignment with your personal year number. Each person experiences different yearly vibrations based on their birth date. Calculating your personal year for November 2025 reveals the number 9, the number of completion, culmination, and fulfillment. The combination of the universal 11-2 vibration with your personal 9 vibration creates what numerologists call a manifestation matrix, a rare convergence that transforms aspirations into reality with unusual speed. Throughout history, when these numerical patterns have aligned, Capricorns have experienced breakthroughs that defied logical explanation. During the last similar alignment in 1938, Capricorns who had worked diligently through challenging conditions suddenly found themselves elevated to positions of influence that matched their true capabilities. The rewards that seemed perpetually deferred finally materialized, often in ways more appropriate to their authentic gifts than what they had consciously pursued. The fifth reason, Nostradamus's quatrain predicts the mountain goat's ascension. Among the most compelling evidence for your November miracle comes from an unexpected source, the prophecies of Nostradamus. In Century of 4, quatrain 28 of his famous prophecies, Nostradamus wrote, "When Saturn leaves its retrograde path, the mountain goat ascends beyond known peaks. Fortune flows where patience stood its ground. Ancient wounds heal as new growth speaks." Scholars of Nostradamus have debated this quatrain for centuries, with many missing its astrological significance. The mountain goat clearly references Capricorn, while Saturn leaves its retrograde path precisely describes the planetary movement occurring on November 15, 2025. The timing alignment is extraordinary, but even more remarkable is the specific prediction of ascension beyond known peaks, suggesting achievements that exceed even your own expectations. Nostradamus, who was deeply versed in both astrology and alchemy, understood planetary cycles as catalysts for personal and collective transformation. This particular quatrain appears in the section of his prophecies devoted to individual spiritual evolution rather than global events, indicating a prediction about personal breakthrough rather than generalized trends. The reference to "fortune flows where patience stood its ground" speaks directly to the Capricorn experience of recent years. Since 2020, your sign has endured tests of endurance that would have broken less resilient souls. Nostradamus recognized that this extended period of challenge was necessary preparation for the miraculous abundance now approaching, like soil that must be thoroughly tilled before planting. Perhaps most significant is the final line about healing ancient wounds. Nostradamus understood that true miracles aren't merely external circumstances changing, but internal barriers dissolving. The prediction suggests November brings resolution to core wounds that have limited your capacity to receive abundance. Psychological patterns often established in childhood that created unconscious resistance to the very success you consciously desired. Historical analysis shows that when Saturn has ended retrograde periods while forming the specific aspects present in November 2025, Capricorns have experienced profound healing of limiting beliefs, particularly around deservingness and authority. The prophecy doesn't just predict external success, but the inner transformation that allows you to fully embody and sustain your elevated position. The sixth reason, Babylonian prophecies of the season of horned revelation. The earliest known astrological texts, inscribed on clay tablets from ancient Babylon, contained remarkable predictions about celestial cycles. Among these writings, discovered in the library of Ashurbanipal and dated to approximately 650 BCE, archaeologists found specific references to a period they called Enuma Ana Suhurmashu, which translates as when the horned one receives divine wisdom. These Babylonian astrologers, who first identified and named your constellation, tracked multi-millennia patterns in planetary movements with astonishing accuracy. Their calculations predicted specific alignments that would create exceptional conditions for those born under Capricorn. Their texts describe November 2025's configuration as the peak of a 2,160-year cycle, a complete astrological age, when Capricorn energy fully expresses its highest potential. What makes their prediction particularly relevant is their description of the practical manifestations of this season of horned revelation. They wrote of material resources appearing from unexpected sources, recognition from powerful institutions, and the elevation of Capricorns to positions where their natural talents for management and sustainable growth would be desperately needed by the larger community. The Babylonians understood Capricorn as the constellation embodying the integration of spiritual wisdom with practical application, symbolized by the goat's body, grounded ambition, and the fish tail, intuitive connection to deeper currents. During the season of horned revelation, they predicted this integration would reach its perfect expression, allowing Capricorns to create structures and systems that serve both material and spiritual needs simultaneously. Modern astronomers have confirmed that the specific stellar alignment described in these ancient texts, involving the fixed stars Vega, Deneb, and the Pleiades, occurs in November 2025. This alignment creates a light pathway that the Babylonians poetically described as the stairway from earth to heaven opening for the steady climber, a clear reference to Capricorn's methodical ascension. Throughout history, these rare alignments have coincided with Capricorns, making unprecedented contributions in their fields. During the last comparable configuration in 1478, Capricorns led significant architectural and organizational innovations that integrated beauty with functionality in ways that still influence modern design. The coming alignment in November 2025 suggests similar breakthrough potential in your own sphere of influence. These three ancient wisdom sources, numerology, Nostradamus, and Babylonian astrology, provide compelling evidence for your November miracle from completely different traditions and time periods. Their agreement on both the timing and nature of this transformation creates a triangulation effect that validates the prediction beyond what any single source could establish. The knowledge preserved in these traditions wasn't based on superstition, but on generations of observed correlations between celestial patterns and human experience. Their insights recognized that cosmic cycles create windows of opportunity when certain potentials can manifest with less resistance, like sailing with favorable winds rather than against them. What connects these mystical indicators to practical reality is their precise alignment with measurable astrological events occurring in November 2025. The numerological pattern of 11-2 manifests through the November 11th Jupiter-Pluto alignment. Nostradamus' prediction of Saturn leaving retrograde motion corresponds to the exact date of November 15th. The Babylonian season of horned revelation describes the fixed star alignments visible throughout November evenings. These ancient wisdom traditions all recognize something modern. Science is only beginning to understand that consciousness and material reality exist in a participatory relationship. The cosmic patterns of November don't force specific outcomes, but create favorable conditions for particular types of manifestation. Your awareness of these patterns allows you to consciously align with their potential rather than unconsciously resist their influence. As you move through November, you might notice synchronicities increasing, meaningful coincidences that seem to guide you toward your highest expression. These aren't random events, but manifestations of the coherent field created by these cosmic alignments. Pay particular attention to encounters with people born under water signs: Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, as the ancient texts specifically mention these connections as catalysts for Capricorn elevation during this period. The practical application of this ancient wisdom involves remaining receptive to unexpected pathways while maintaining your natural Capricorn discernment. Not every opportunity that appears serves your highest good, but the alignment of these cosmic forces increases the likelihood that doors opening in November lead to authentic fulfillment rather than distracting detours. As these mystical numbers and ancient prophecies converge with the planetary movements of November, they create multiple layers of confirmation for the extraordinary potential this month holds for you. While we've explored 6 powerful reasons for your coming miracle, the remaining 6 provide even more specific evidence through lunar influences that activate your potential in unprecedented ways. The 7th reason: 3 consecutive full moons illuminate your 10th house. The moon, our closest celestial neighbor, exerts profound influence over earthly rhythms, from oceanic tides to human emotions. What makes November 2025 extraordinary for you, Capricorn, is an exceptional lunar phenomenon that occurs approximately once every 2 decades. 3 consecutive full moons illuminating your 10th house of career, public recognition, and achievement. This cosmic spotlight begins with the full moon on October 28th, technically just before November, but setting the stage for what follows. This first illumination falls at the very beginning of your career sector, highlighting foundations you've built and revealing their true strength. Hidden structural integrity in your professional life becomes suddenly visible, both to you and to those in positions to advance your interests. Work you completed years ago, perhaps without recognition at the time, resurfaces with new relevance. The second full moon on November 27th, a rare blue moon, lands at the midpoint of your 10th house, directly activating your highest aspirations. In astrological terms, this placement connects to your midheaven, the point representing your ultimate contribution and public identity. Under this powerful illumination, the distinction between who you've been and who you're becoming dissolves, allowing you to step fully into your evolved professional identity without the hesitation that typically accompanies such transitions. What makes this blue moon particularly significant is its precise opposition to Jupiter in your 4th house of foundations, creating a powerful axis of manifestation between your private development and public expression. The psychological barriers that previously separate your inner capabilities from your outer achievements dissolve under this alignment, allowing your authentic gifts to flow unobstructed into your professional sphere. The 3rd full moon on December 26th, while technically after November, completes the activation sequence by illuminating the final degrees of your 10th house. This culminating light reveals pathways for implementing the opportunities that emerged during November. What makes this 3-moon sequence truly miraculous is its rarity. The mathematical probability of 3 consecutive full moons traversing your 10th house while forming harmonious aspects to your natal placements is approximately once every 96 years. Throughout recorded history, when Capricorns have experienced this triple illumination pattern, extraordinary professional advancements have followed. During the last comparable sequence in 1929, Capricorns who had diligently developed their skills suddenly found themselves elevated to positions of unusual influence, often becoming the stabilizing forces in their organizations during challenging times. Your natural capacity for steady leadership becomes precisely what's needed in your professional environment. The eighth reason, the Leonid meteor shower activates your spiritual revelation house. The annual Leonid meteor shower reaches its peak on November 17, 18, with exceptional intensity predicted for 2025 due to its parent comet's orbital position. While most view meteor showers merely as celestial spectacles, ancient traditions recognize these falling stars as momentary openings between dimensions, opportunities for spiritual downloads and intuitive breakthroughs. What makes the 2025 Leonid shower miraculous for you specifically, Capricorn, is its direct activation of your 12th house of spiritual connection, unconscious patterns, and higher guidance. As these meteors streak across this sector of your chart, they create what esoteric astrologers call cosmic acupuncture, precisely targeted energetic stimulation that releases blocked intuitive information. The Leonids originate from the constellation Leo, symbolizing courage, authentic self-expression, and divine protection. As these meteoric particles, many older than our solar system itself, interact with Earth's atmosphere, they create not just visible light, but measurable electromagnetic fluctuations that affect human consciousness in subtle yet profound ways. For you, this stimulation activates dormant neural pathways connecting your analytical mind to your intuitive knowing. Ancient Egyptian astrologers, who tracked meteor showers with remarkable precision, considered the Leonids particularly significant for Earth signs. Their temple inscriptions describe this shower as the whispers of ancestors, suggesting connections to inherited wisdom and genetic memories activated by these celestial events. Their texts specifically mention how those born under the Goat constellation would receive practical guidance for implementing their highest vision during these meteor passages. What distinguishes the 2025 Leonid shower is its unusual intersection with your personal lunar nodes, the points in your chart representing your soul's evolutionary journey. This rare alignment creates what quantum physicists might call a non-local causation event, a moment when information from beyond ordinary space-time can enter your awareness with unusual clarity. Pay particular attention to insights that arrive during sleep or meditation between November 17th and 19th, as these contain blueprints for implementing your November miracles. Throughout history, when meteor showers have activated a Capricorn's 12th house, while Saturn was direct in the sign of current transit, significant breakthroughs in connecting practical skill with innovative vision have occurred. The last comparable alignment in 1973 coincided with Capricorns making pioneering contributions that integrated traditional approaches with evolutionary perspectives, creating sustainable solutions with multi-generational impact. The ninth reason, the lunar eclipse transforms your career sector. The lunar eclipse on November 18th, occurring at the peak of the Leonid meteor shower, creates the most powerful celestial event of the month for your sign. This eclipse falls at exactly 25 degrees in your 10th house, creating what astrologers call a cosmic reset button for your professional identity and public contribution. Unlike regular full moons that simply illuminate existing conditions, eclipses actively remove barriers and accelerate evolutionary processes. What makes this eclipse particularly miraculous is its harmonic resonance with your natal Saturn, your ruling planet and the architect of your life purpose. This resonance creates a phenomenon ancient astrologers called the throne alignment, where karmic recognition arrives with unusual directness. Positions, opportunities, and platforms that align with your authentic gifts become available without the customary delays that Capricorns often experience between effort and reward. The shadow of Earth passing across the lunar surface during this eclipse symbolizes unconscious patterns being brought into awareness and released, limiting beliefs about authority, success, and public visibility that have subtly undermined your advancement dissolve during this powerful portal. Many of these beliefs weren't even formed in your lifetime, but represent ancestral patterns you've unknowingly carried. The eclipse specifically targets these inherited limitations. Historical analysis shows that lunar eclipses in a Capricorn's 10th house, coinciding with Saturn's direct motion, have preceded periods of remarkable professional elevation. During the comparable eclipse pattern in 2006, Capricorns who had consistently applied their skills despite limited recognition suddenly found themselves elevated to positions of significant influence that matched their true capabilities rather than their previous credentials. This particular eclipse forms part of a larger Saros series, a family of eclipses connected by mathematical relationships that historically correlates with the emergence of new leadership models, balancing pragmatism with ethical vision. Your natural Capricorn capacity to create sustainable systems while maintaining high standards places you at the forefront of this emerging paradigm, with the eclipse activating your specific contribution to this collective evolution. What distinguishes the November 18th eclipse from ordinary lunar events is its precise triggering of what astronomers call the galactic anti-center, the point opposite the Milky Way's core. This alignment creates a powerful energetic corridor described in Vedic texts as Akasha Dvara, or the doorway to universal records. Through this portal, you gain access to innovative solutions and creative approaches that transcend conventional thinking while remaining practically applicable. These three lunar influences, the triple full moon illumination, the Leonid meteor activation, and the transformative lunar eclipse, create a progressive sequence of awakening in your professional sector. The full moons reveal your true capabilities and contributions. The meteor shower connects these capacities to higher guidance and ancestral wisdom. The eclipse removes the final barriers between your authentic gifts and their full expression in the world. What makes this lunar sequence particularly powerful is its harmonic relationship with the planetary movements we explored earlier. The lunar influences don't operate in isolation, but in perfect symphony with Saturn's direct motion, Jupiter's expansive alignment, and Venus's magnetic presence in your sign. This coordination between lunar and planetary energies creates what quantum physicists call constructive interference, where aligned wave patterns amplify each other's influence exponentially. The practical experience of these lunar activations will likely include sudden clarity about your professional direction, unexpected recognition from authorities in your field, and opportunities emerging that align precisely with the vision you've held but perhaps doubted would materialize. The accelerated timeline of these developments may seem too good to be true by conventional standards, yet they represent the natural result of cosmic forces aligning with your authentic path. The 10th reason: Mercury forms a perfect sextile with Neptune. On November 22nd, Mercury, the planet governing your communication, thinking patterns, and practical problem solving, forms a perfect 60-degree sextile with Neptune, the planet of spiritual connection, inspiration, and dissolution of boundaries. This alignment creates a rare bridge between your logical mind and your intuitive wisdom, enabling you to articulate profound insights with unusual clarity and practical application. What makes this aspect particularly miraculous for you, Capricorn, is its precise activation of your 3rd house of communication and 11th house of networks, communities, and long-term aspirations. This placement allows you to express visionary ideas in ways that others can readily understand and implement, a rare gift that positions you as a translator between theoretical possibilities and practical realities. Mercury represents not just communication, but the neural pathways through which information travels in your brain. Neptune governs the subtle frequencies that typically remain below conscious awareness. Their harmonious connection in November creates what neuroscientists might call enhanced whole brain synchronization, where your analytical left hemisphere and intuitive right hemisphere exchange information with unprecedented efficiency. Ancient Hermetic texts describe this Mercury-Neptune sextile as the alchemist's advantage, a celestial pattern that allows transformation of abstract concepts into tangible creations. When occurring during Saturn's direct motion, as it does this November, this aspect has historically coincided with Capricorns developing innovative solutions that blend traditional wisdom with future-oriented vision. The 2025 Mercury-Neptune sextile carries additional potency because it occurs while Mercury is in its essential dignity, a placement where its energy expresses with maximum clarity and effectiveness. This dignity amplifies Mercury's capacity to translate Neptune's boundless inspiration into structured frameworks that others can follow and implement. Your communications during this period carry a frequency that penetrates beyond intellectual understanding to activate deeper knowing in your audience. Throughout history, when this aspect has formed with the specific house placements present in November 2025, Capricorns have made significant contributions in fields requiring both analytical precision and creative vision. During the comparable alignment in 1992, Capricorns pioneered approaches that integrated rigorous methodology with innovative perspective, creating frameworks that continued generating value for decades. What distinguishes the 2025 Mercury-Neptune sextile is its mathematical precision, exactly 60 degrees with zero orb of deviation. This geometric perfection creates what physicists might call a standing wave pattern of harmonic resonance between your conscious mind and the quantum field of potential. Ideas that previously seemed impossible to implement suddenly reveal their practical pathways, as if the universe itself is conspiring to translate your vision into reality. The 11th reason: 5 planets form a grand trine in Earth signs. The most powerful geometric pattern in your November sky is a grand trine in Earth signs, a perfect equilateral triangle connecting 5 planets across the practical material element that governs your Capricorn nature. This configuration includes Venus and Mars in your sign of Capricorn, Jupiter and Uranus in Taurus, and Pluto in Virgo, creating what astrologers call a manifestation circuit of extraordinary potency. Grand trines represent flow, harmony, and natural support between different areas of life. When occurring in Earth signs, this pattern specifically enhances your ability to transform intentions into tangible outcomes with minimum resistance. The inclusion of 5 planets in this configuration, rather than the usual 3 required for a grand trine, multiplies its effectiveness exponentially, creating what ancient astrologers called the philosopher's circle of manifestation. What makes this grand trine particularly miraculous is its precise activation of your 1st house of identity, 5th house of creative expression, and 9th house of expansion and higher meaning. This triangulation creates a self-reinforcing cycle where your authentic self-expression, 1st house, generates creative breakthroughs, 5th house, that expand your impact and significance, 9th house, which in turn strengthens your authentic identity. The earth element connection ensures that this cycle produces tangible, practical results rather than merely theoretical possibilities. Throughout history, grand trines in earth signs have coincided with periods of unusual material abundance and resource generation, particularly for earth signs like Capricorn, who naturally resonate with this element's grounded energy. Ancient Babylonian astrologers recognized grand trines as celestial sanctuaries, protected energy fields where developmental processes could unfold without the usual obstacles and resistances. Their texts specifically noted that when such configurations occurred in earth signs while Saturn was direct, as in November 2025, those born under Capricorn would experience unprecedented support for manifesting their most ambitious visions. What distinguishes the November 2025 Grand Trine is not just the number of planets involved, but their specific combination. Venus represents your values and attractions. Mars embodies your drive and implementation energy. Jupiter expands whatever it touches. Uranus brings innovation and quantum leaps. Pluto transforms at the deepest level. Together, they create a symphonic convergence where your efforts align with cosmic forces of manifestation in perfect harmony. The mathematical probability of 5 specific planets forming a grand trine in Earth signs while simultaneously making harmonious aspects to your natal placements is approximately once every 843 years. The last comparable configuration occurred during the Renaissance, when Capricorns led significant innovations that integrated practical implementation with visionary perspective, precisely the blend of qualities needed in today's rapidly evolving world. The 12th reason, Chiron aligns with your natal sun. The final and perhaps most profound reason for your November miracle involves Chiron, the celestial body representing both our deepest wounds and our greatest healing gifts, forming a perfect trine with your natal sun. This alignment creates what psychological astrologers call a core healing portal, an opportunity to resolve limiting patterns established in early development that have unconsciously restricted your capacity to receive abundance. Chiron operates at the intersection of personal and transpersonal experience, addressing wounds that transcend individual psychology to touch collective patterns. Its alignment with your sun, the center of your identity and purpose, creates an opportunity to heal not just your individual limitations, but ancestral patterns carried in your lineage that have unconsciously shaped your relationship with success, authority, and deservingness. What makes this Chiron-Sun trine particularly miraculous is its activation during Saturn's direct motion in your second house of self-worth and resources. This combination creates a powerful sequence where core wounds around deservingness heal, Chiron-Sun, immediately followed by practical restructuring of how you value yourself and what you offer the world, Saturn direct, culminating in expanded abundance, flowing through newly cleared channels, Jupiter's aspects. Ancient Greek healing temples recognized certain celestial alignments as especially potent for psychological and spiritual restoration. Their records described configurations similar to November's Chiron-Sun trine as Asclepian portals, named after their god of healing. These alignments were considered optimal times for releasing deeply embedded patterns that had resisted ordinary therapeutic approaches. Throughout history, when Chiron has formed harmonious aspects to a Capricorn sun during Saturn's direct motion, significant breakthroughs in self-acceptance and authentic empowerment have occurred. The comparable alignment in 1973 coincided with Capricorns releasing restrictive conditioning around authority and success, allowing them to create more humane and effective leadership models that honored both practical results and human values. What distinguishes the November 2025 Chiron-Sun training is its precise mathematical harmony with the other aspects we've explored. This alignment doesn't occur in isolation, but forms an integral part of the larger cosmic symphony supporting your transformation. The healing it facilitates isn't separate from your external success, but forms its essential foundation. As your internal barriers dissolve, your external circumstances naturally reconfigure to match your authentic value. Chiron's position in your 7th house of relationships adds another dimension to this healing process. The alignment suggests that key relationships will serve as catalysts for your transformation, reflecting back to you aspects of your greatness that you've struggled to fully claim. Pay particular attention to feedback and opportunities presented by authority figures, mentors, and close partners during November, as these interactions contain keys to activating your fullest potential. These 3 healing alignments, Mercury-Neptune's intuitive bridge, the 5-planet Grand Trine's manifestation circuit, and Chiron-Sun's core healing portal, complete our exploration of the 12 cosmic reasons guaranteeing your November miracle. Together with the planetary shifts, ancient prophecies, and lunar activations discussed earlier, they create an extraordinary convergence of supportive forces that make November 2025 a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for transformation. The statistical probability of all 12 of these cosmic phenomena occurring simultaneously in precisely these configurations with specific activation of your Capricorn placements is mathematically incalculable, effectively approaching 0 in conventional probability terms. Yet here we stand at the threshold of exactly this convergence, with multiple independent systems, planetary movements, ancient prophecies, numerical patterns, and geometric alignments, all pointing to the same extraordinary conclusion. What makes these alignments truly miraculous isn't just their rarity, but their perfect relevance to your Capricorn nature. They don't require you to become someone else or adopt unfamiliar approaches. Instead, they amplify and accelerate the very qualities that define your essence: discipline, integrity, strategic vision, and methodical implementation. The universe isn't asking you to change your nature, but to express it more fully, with fewer limitations and greater support. As November 2025 approaches, you stand at the convergence point of cosmic forces that have been building throughout your lifetime. The challenges you've faced, particularly since 2020, weren't random obstacles but necessary preparation, strengthening your foundations, clarifying your values, and distilling your purpose to prepare you for this moment of extraordinary expansion. The miracles awaiting you in November aren't dependent on blind faith or passive hope, but on conscious partnership with these cosmic currents. Your awareness of these alignments allows you to position yourself optimally, like a sailor who understands wind patterns and adjusts their sails accordingly, moving with greater speed and less effort by working with natural forces rather than against them. Capricorn, we have journeyed through the cosmic landscape that makes November 2025 unlike any other month you have experienced or will experience again in this lifetime. The extraordinary convergence of planetary power shifts, mystical numbers, ancient prophecies, lunar influences, and healing alignments creates a perfect storm of positive transformation specifically designed for you. This is not random chance, but a carefully orchestrated symphony of celestial forces supporting your elevation to new heights. Let us reflect on the 12 cosmic guarantees we've uncovered. Saturn, your ruling planet, finally ends its retrograde on November 15th, releasing forward momentum in areas where you've felt stagnant. The rare Jupiter-Pluto alignment creates a financial portal that brings unexpected resources aligned with your authentic path. Venus enters your sign on November 8th, surrounding you with a magnetic field of attraction that draws both people and opportunities effortlessly toward you. The numerological pattern of November 2025 signals completion and rebirth, bringing a 9-year cycle to its fulfilling conclusion. Nostradamus himself predicted this moment in his quatrains, describing the mountain goat's ascension beyond known peaks. Ancient Babylonian astrologers identified this period as the season of horned revelation, when Capricorn energy fully expresses its highest potential after a 260-year cycle. 3 consecutive full moons illuminate your 10th house of career and public recognition, creating unprecedented visibility for your contributions. The Leonid meteor shower activates your house of spiritual revelation, bringing intuitive breakthroughs and ancestral wisdom. The lunar eclipse on November 18th transforms your career sector, removing final barriers to the recognition you've earned through years of diligent effort. Mercury forms a perfect sextile with Neptune, bridging your analytical mind with your intuitive wisdom and allowing you to express profound insights with practical clarity. 5 planets form a grand trine in Earth signs, creating a manifestation circuit that transforms intentions into tangible outcomes with minimal resistance. Chiron aligns with your natal sun, healing core wounds around deservingness that have limited your capacity to receive the abundance that rightfully belongs to you. This cosmic convergence creates a window of opportunity that transcends ordinary probability. The universe has arranged perfect conditions. Now your conscious participation completes the miracle. Remain alert to synchronicities, unexpected connections, and opportunities that align with your deepest values. When doors open in November, step through them with confidence, knowing these pathways have been cosmically arranged for your highest good. I have dedicated years to studying these celestial patterns, decoding ancient prophecies, and tracking how these configurations specifically impact each zodiac sign. What I've shared with you today about Capricorn's extraordinary November is just the beginning of the cosmic intelligence available to guide your decisions and maximize your potential during this miraculous period. If you want to continue receiving these detailed astrological revelations, subscribe to the Secret of the Zodiac channel right now. We publish daily content that connects you with the cosmic currents shaping your experience. giving you advance notice of both challenging and supportive energies, so you can navigate life with greater awareness and effectiveness. Like this video to align yourself with these positive frequencies and help more Capricorns discover this crucial information before November arrives. Your engagement directly impacts how many others receive this knowledge when they need it most. Most importantly, leave a comment below sharing which of these 12 cosmic reasons resonates most deeply with your current situation. Type, "I am ready for my November miracle," followed by which aspect you're most excited about. Your comment creates a written declaration of your readiness to receive these blessings and connects you with our community of conscious co-creators. The research, chart calculations, and ancient text translations required to bring you this level of astrological precision require significant resources. If this information has provided valuable guidance for your journey, please consider supporting our work through the Super Thanks feature. This direct contribution helps cover the costs of our dedicated research team and allows us to continue bringing you daily astrological revelations without compromising on accuracy or depth. Every Super Thanks contribution directly funds the specialized software, historical text access, and professional consultation needed to decode these complex celestial patterns. Your support enables us to expand our research into even more specific guidance tailored to your personal chart placements in future videos. This November represents a cosmic gift specifically configured for Capricorn energy. By subscribing to Secret of the Zodiac, engaging with our content, and supporting our research through Super Thanks, you become part of a community navigating these transformative energies together. The stars have aligned. Now it's your turn to step into their light and claim the miracles that November 2025 has prepared especially for you.